Hey, what's up, my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and I help people navigate through their spiritual awakening process. Today, I'm going to answer a question from my friend Randy here. He's trying to strengthen his connection and communication lines with his spirit guides, whom have recently made themselves known. Let's say he says, I haven't done well with tarot or with the chakras, but so far the dreams I've been able to translate very well. I believe my guides are starting me off this way, but I'm hoping to be able to receive their messages more clearly and frequently without having to wait until I fall asleep every time. Is this start of receiving their messages, or will this be the only method they use to contact me and give me guidance? So I'm going to use this question as a springboard to hopefully help a lot of people with this highly interesting and unusual but this highly unusual growing relationship with the other side. It doesn't have to be your spirit guides. A lot of people I talk to, they can sense presences and ghosts in their house. A lot of my clients actually, they live overseas, like England and whatnot, and a lot of the houses there are just way older than what I'm used to here in the States. And it's common theme. They'll mention the different energies or spirits. So that's one thing. Other people find that deceased loved ones come to them in their dreams. Sometimes I have people who are getting contacted by the ETs and the extraterrestrials, and that's freaking throwing them through a loop. Other people, it says, yeah, I'm your guide. Here I am in your dream. Let's talk. So this is actually becoming a relevant issue. The building and growing relationship with the non-physical, whatever is making itself known at the time. We're all being kind of prepped and warmed up to the idea that this actually is a real thing, so that the relationship can deepen, because we're all on this ascension path. Our consciousness is expanding, therefore becoming able to perceive more of reality, more that's actually there we can now perceive. And some of the stuff that's out there is all the different things I described. But then what happens as this process begins, our minds jump right in and say, and sort of place upon it all these different demands. Like, I would prefer to not, I have other methods I prefer to talk to you with, if you don't mind. And what's the meaning of all this? Why is this happening? And then our minds really can get in the way of a lot of this. So just the question, like, what's the best way to contact them? What's the best way to do it? That mindset of not preferring the dreams, but rather having other ideas of what would be best for you, is just not the mindset that's going to allow that relationship to deepen. So this video is going to share some things that will help you open yourself up more to receive more, so you can gain more understanding about these experiences you're starting to have. So why is this all happening? Many people phrase it in this way I'm about to share with you, and I think it's a good way to put it. They say the veil is lifting for humanity. We have been, in a sense, blind to what's been right in front of our face, and now we're slowly getting our eyesight back. But like any evolution, it's not all at once. There are the pioneers. Some people are at the leading edge of the collective consciousness, so they'll be the first ones to kind of see some of this new stuff as the veil begins to lift. And there's a good reason for this, because if this was to happen, if some of the experiences that you guys share with me were to happen to a lot of the people I know they wouldn't be able to express it in a very calm and lucid, nonchalant way like you guys. They would probably honestly have a mental breakdown. And I can't blame them, because it's such a foreign idea. It's one thing to contemplate the afterlife and to entertain the cozy notion that we have soulmates and spirit guides. It's another thing to freaking experience one. Even in a dream, it can be very real. So the ones who are able to both perceive it and handle it are the ones having that experience. And there's a good reason for that, because it's going to help the collective consciousness kind of warm up to that idea. The fact that there are a lot of people who aren't so flustered by some of the things that perhaps humanity will begin to notice as we progress in time. But even us, even the people at the leading edge, as much as we might pride ourselves as being spiritually advanced, we're little babies. Honestly, we really are. So we're getting warmed up in a way that's appropriate for us. The pace at which all of this is unfolding is perfect for us. So you might think you want something maybe beyond the dream state, but if that was actually best for you, and that would be happening. They know what's going to work ultimately on all levels. They're considering the whole picture. They could probably easily materialize right in front of your face. Say, "Hey, what up? Let's go." But what would that do to your psyche? I'm not saying it would break you. I know it would freak me out, and I know that my desire for certain spiritual experiences doesn't always accurately represent where I actually am. I too have, well before my awakening, I longed to break through, to really see what's out there. I knew there was something out other than that, other than what I could see, touch, taste, smell, hear. But when it started to happen, there were, almost at every juncture, there was fear energy that would kind of well up. Like the reality of what was happening in my experience caused a great deal of fear I didn't know I would have in this situation. I kind of lost my train of thought here. But anyways, whoever's contacting you, the spirit guides, again, they know what's going to be best for you. And ironically, if you want to expedite the process, the best thing to do is not insist that it needs to come in any particular way. I went through a phase where I wanted to be a medium. I was watching this show on TV. I think it's called the Long Island Medium. Yeah, the Long Island Medium. It's pretty cool. This woman, this Teresa Caputo, this little chick, she's so awesome. She is just a mind-blowing medium. And she goes up to people, strangers, all the time on the show, and she'll just straight up communicate messages from their deceased loved ones. And what always chokes me up every single time without fail is the profound effect that bridging of the divine for these people has on the people involved. It's so beautiful to witness. It always just it's just so amazing. So I wanted to be a medium. I'm like, man, that'd be awesome to do that, to like have that gift and do it. So I was like really insistent upon it. And I was seeing this one guy, this other psychic sometimes I would visit. His name is Kevin, real awesome tarot reader. And I was telling him about my desire to be a medium. He was like, really? He looked up. A lot of times he's like looking at the cards. He looked up, like, do you really want to be a medium? Are you sure? And when he asked me that, it made me realize that I didn't really think this out very much at all. It was more like I thought it would be cool to impress people with my mediumship abilities. And he was saying, like, I know some mediums, man. It's not that it's like sucks or anything, but there's more. The point is, there's more that comes with it than maybe what the little idea we have in our minds. So the whole point is, trust that they know the best way to open you up to what you actually need to know that will be relevant and appropriate for your life's unfoldment. Our mind can go off on all these different desires and tangents, and I suspect that's another reason why they sort of withhold themselves, because we would just go nuts. We probably abandon a lot of our life duties because we're so caught up in the fascination of it all. And what we came here to do is to be here now, to be here in physical life, living lives. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing that. So that's like the highest purpose. But anyway, what's the way to open yourself up more is to stay open, to not insist. and simultaneously to just pursue the spiritual path that you're already on. There really is nothing more you need to do. You're already doing it, and that's why it's all happening. And it will continue to happen as you evolve and become more comfortable and open for that kind of thing. And where it will go, I don't claim to know. It just seems to me, I can notice the pattern, the trajectory. It's just becoming more obvious, more common. And I think that's a good thing. I think humanity needs to be able to perceive the divine, the reality of that we don't really have it all figured out. I think that'll be very humbling and beneficial to us, and I'm happy to be participating in that kind of thing right now. But I also am humble enough to know that I don't have it all figured out. I don't know actually what's best, and I'm going to kind of let go and trust and just kind of keep living my life, and whatever experiences happen, and I'll trust that they serve their purpose, and I won't read into them all that much. I'll just keep doing my thing. Anyways, I realized this video was really kind of all over the place, but it's just becoming one of those themes I'm recognizing. A lot of people are contacting me with these kinds of experiences, and I don't talk about them all that much on the channel, and they point out that it's always nice when I do, because I think a lot of why people are drawn to this, because it helps them not feel alone, helps them not feel like they're going crazy. So I just kind of want to throw all that out there. My own experience with my own relationship building with the non-physical beings, entities, whatever, energies that I have experience with. Hopefully you can take something positive from that, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Peace.